Hello, everyone. Brandon here. Thank you for joining me. This is just a quick update video about a message that I've been thinking about. And I saw something on YouTube yesterday, and it basically made me think about my viewers, my subscribers, the people who have decided to go that little extra step of just clicking subscribe and watching my videos. And you know who you are. Some of you not only subscribe, but you interact a lot. You come in and you leave comments regularly. You ask questions, you make suggestions, you inquire, and you help build the community that is going around. It's interesting because my subscriber count and my views aren't like skyrocketing or anything like that. And that's actually been bothering me because I thought it would be much better than what it is. But the community has been pretty busy. I even if a video doesn't get a lot of views, it tends to get a lot of comments. There are often comments and positive support coming in from the viewers. And I saw a YouTube video yesterday, and it's about growing your channel. And it talked about, I say it, there was a guy in the video, and he talked about how if he had a choice between a YouTube channel with thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, and views, but not really any interaction in the comments and the community, or a smaller channel with not many viewers but very active comments and community, he would choose the latter. And when I heard that, it made me feel more thankful for what I do have here with my channel, because even though by this point I thought I would have, easily over 1,000 subscribers, and for various reasons, it hasn't gotten to that point. You forgive me. I'm gonna go up here and make some coffee while we're chatting. But anyway, even though there are different reasons why it hasn't gotten to that point, because it's not just about is the channel engaging or interesting or all of that kind of stuff. It's not just about that. It's about some other things. And one of those is posting schedules. And this Fusuma door is being a little... Sorry about that. I was trying to move this door. This Fusuma sliding door, it blocks the entryway into this like little kitchenette here, and I was trying to move it, and it was just being very unruly. I don't know why. It was stuck on something. But anyway, yeah, unscripted. What I was trying to say basically is that, between my health issue last year and posting erratically and not having a real plan and not being here, that's the main thing. Now I live here. I actually live in this Kominka. And if you don't know if you haven't heard from my other video, I basically I discovered that this house is much older than I thought it was. It's basically an Edo period Kominka. And if you don't know Edo period, it's from somewhere in the 1600s until about 1883, 1889, somewhere in there, something like that. So that means that this house is at least 150 years old, but it could be as much as 300 years old. It makes sense that it's much older because some of the stuff that I found and the condition of some things and whatever, it suggests that. So anyway, living here is not easy. I want to be frank about that. It's quite a challenge. And for me right now, the main thing is, and I don't know if you can identify with this or not, maybe you can, but the main thing is just dirt, you know? That's what gets me the most. Inside the house, in typical Japanese houses, you would, especially with tatami, you remove your shoes, right? And you wear, slippers, or you can just wear socks or whatever on the floor. You can't do that in this house. It is so dusty and dirty and old that whatever, you can wear slippers if you want, but it's kind of useless because the wood is dirty, the tatami is old and dusty and dirty, and if you wear slippers, Uh, the house is like a work in progress, so you really need to be wearing safety shoes in here. And so you get dirty inside the house, and if you touch the walls, like you touch the wood, that your fingers get dark. If you touch the fusuma sliding doors, white comes off of it. If you touch the plaster walls, you'll see white all over your jacket. It's like you can't touch anything, the floor, the walls, nothing without getting dirty. And when you go outside, it doesn't get any better. Today it rained, and if you go out there, it's muddy and sloppy. There's a lot of yeah, the way that the yard was designed before, it was covered. A lot of it was covered in concrete and rocks, and they had like a waterfall, rock garden, koi pond, and things like that outside. And it's been abandoned for more than 25 years, and so the land has just covered that up. So what used to be literally just concrete now is covered with mud and dirt and lots of broken tile pieces from the roof, and uh, weeds that were over 3 meters tall, much taller than me, and just a bunch of stuff like that. Eh, so every time I get out of the van and come into the house or go out to the van, my shoes are going to get muddy and dirty, and I get junk on my just junk on my pants, and so inside and outside of the house, it's just a constant struggle to try to stay clean. And since there's no running water, it's not easy to wash my hands. I mean, it's cold right now. Today is not as bad as it has been. It's above freezing today, but winter gets really chilly, and the days where it's icy and snowy and it gets really, really cold in this house. And if you want to wash your hands, your water is not going to be hot. And so there are a lot of things that are connected to just dirt and cleanliness that are not preferable. And it's like Danny said, if you watch DIY in Japan, I always think about what he said. And I agree. It feels like glorified camping. It's like literally one step up from camping. So, I mean, camping is fun, and for a short time, it's okay. But excuse me, I'm getting my water pot. But can you imagine camping out all the time and having, I guess, limited access, or at least inconvenient access? There we go. Let's see if that works. Inconvenient access to water, washing your clothes, shaving, and stuff like that. And it would be different if somebody else was here. If I were married and I had a wife that was here helping me out with stuff, then that would be different, because we're in this together kind of thing. But the girlfriend that I do have, she hasn't even been out here. She's not interested in this house. Of course, the main reason that I wanted the house, I mean, I love houses like this, and I plan to have one that I'm going to live in permanently. But due to the location of this house, I don't necessarily plan to be here permanently. My intention was to fix it up and use it as a holiday home that people can come to and relax and get away from the city, and have a place to barbecue, spend time with their family, maybe even have a hot tub here. Just make it like a little resort, a getaway, a really good getaway, and then make money from that. My plan wasn't to stay here permanently. However, she doesn't quite understand that. She doesn't quite get that. She said that whenever she went to her grandparents' house growing up, it was similar to a house like this, and her memories are insects and bugs during the summer and too cold during the winter, so she can't stand those dealing with those types of things. And I get that. If it's not your bag, I get it. But anyway, because of that, she hasn't been out here. She did say she would come out, but I told her it's kind of useless. If she comes out here right now, she can hang out for like 15 minutes and look around. She's pretty much going to be done, and it's a wasted trip. So I'm just mostly here by myself. And in some ways, that's good because of my health issue. I'm able to sleep and rest when I need to. But I have to say that I probably lived too much of my life not having a good, healthy, loving relationship uh, just on an ongoing basis. It seems like they always happen for a little while and then just kind of disappear. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm being thankful right now. I'm feeling thankful for all of you, my subscribers, the people who interact with my channel and speak with me and encourage me, whether you donate, because some of you, honestly, some of you have donated to me several times, and the monetary support is not only very, very, very useful for me because of my situation right now, but also I'm very grateful for it. And if I haven't made it clear to those of you who've donated, then I would like to make that clear now, which is to say thank you very much, because some of the things that I need, and actually that's all I'm kind of spending money on these days, is really what I really, really need. And if I can't get what I need, then it's just because I don't have the money right now. But sometimes I get donations from some of the viewers. Not many, but there are a few particular ones, and you know who you are. And I have to say that I'm deeply grateful for the help that you've provided me during this time. It has been unbelievably helpful for me, and for the rest of you who are giving me encouraging words and commenting in the comment section, even the ones that are just asking questions, those of you who are interested in coming to Japan and getting your own Akiya or house, whether it's an old Kominka like this or a machiya, old machiya, or if you want something a little newer, there are some houses out there that are 40, 50 years old, 60 years old, more modern, and not quite the task as this one is, because this one is a beast when it comes to the things that need to be done. But for those of you who are interested in doing some things that are similar, and you're asking questions, some of you are emailing me, and others are just leaving questions in the comment section. Thank you also for that. I like the interaction. I don't mind the questions, and I'm always happy to help if I can. If it's something I'm not sure about, I'll tell you that I don't really know for sure. But I can always share my experience and what I've gone through and what I've done. So let me move around here because the hot water pot is getting a little loud. Anyway, that's really, I guess, I just wanted to share that. It was on my heart, and I didn't script anything. I just saw that video yesterday, and it made me think about, I'm not at 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers. I'm not Chris abroad in Japan. I don't have really nice cameras with a production crew and lots of money to throw around on traveling here and there and making high end, high production value videos. I'm not Mr. Beast making clickbaity videos where I'm giving away hundreds of thousands of dollars or free cars or free Akiya houses or anything like that. I'm not doing any of those crazy things. I mean, I'm just sharing as best I can right now the life that I have, and if it's and hoping that there are some people out there that are either maybe not necessarily in a similar situation, but can connect with me somehow in some way on what I'm experiencing, what I'm going through, and the things that I have to do, not just here with the house, but even with my health situation. So if I can inspire you or encourage you, like if my friend Koji in Tokyo, if you're watching this now, which you probably are, when you told me recently that I inspired you to fix something in your house or in your apartment that you were originally going to get somebody else to fix, but then you saw my video and what I was doing, and it inspired you to fix it yourself. You know, something like that is cool, and I think that people should try to do more things themselves instead of just trying to get it fixed. You know, spending money to go get it fixed. Why not just figure it out yourself? You know, there's YouTube, right? You can look up the problem online, and chances are other people have the same problem and they've posted videos about it, so you can go check it out and then fix it yourself. But yeah, if you want an old house in Japan, you can get one. If you want to do some of the renovations yourself, you can do that. There are some channels, like one channel I was watching earlier. I won't mention it because I'm not saying that it's bad, but um, I much more identify with channels that are doing the things primarily themselves. Everything that they can do themselves, they're doing themselves. And people who are spending thousands or tens of thousands to buy a house, and then thousands or tens of thousands to pay people to fix them up, and then posting those videos on YouTube. Not very interested in those. That's not very interesting to me. Anybody can do that. As long as you have the money, you can do that. But what about people who don't have the money and they really want something anyway, and they have some ability, or at least the desire to learn and do something? You know, I think that that's a little more inspiring. You know, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't do those things. If I had the money, I would do both. If I had the money to pay builders and things like that, I would pay them to do some things, and I would do some other things myself. I would do a combination of the two. The idea of just taking out a loan, or having lots of savings to pay builders and come in and do all of the work while I just stand back and watch. I mean, what's the fun in that? You know, is it fun to you? It doesn't seem too fun to me. But anyway, I meant for this to be just a few minutes long, and now it's almost 20 minutes long. It's turned into a ridiculously long video. Well, the hot water is ready, and now I'm going to take this last bit of really awesome bread that I got from the bakery and put it in the toaster oven. And with this, I think that I will bid you farewell for now. And thank you so much again for watching. I'm going to, after I eat, I'm going to get back to the plumbing issue. And hopefully today I'll be washing clothes. And as soon as that is finished, I'm going to shave. And after that, I don't know. I'll try to get back into that room in there and try to turn it into a bathroom. I'm working on the floor right now, but there's a big cabinet in the way, so I need to try to move that out. If I can figure out a way to do it by myself, then I will, because I'm not sure I'm going to have any help available. But anyway, love you guys and gals. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all, every single one of you, and I wish you the best wherever you are. If you're looking to get your own house in Japan, then I believe that you can do it. If I can do it, then I know that you can do it. That's all for now. See you next time. Bye-bye.